In this video, we are going to see how to add new Mailchimp subscribers as Sendinblue subscribers. So every time a subscriber is created in Mailchimp, which is an email marketing tool, you want the same subscriber to be added as a contact, a subscriber in Sendinblue, which is a digital marketing platform. Now, how can that be done? For this, you will have to integrate the two applications, and the same thing can be done using Pabbly Connect software. Here your trigger application would be Mailchimp and your action application will be Sendinblue. Now how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On the right hand side, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are an existing user, simply click on sign in. If you are a new user, click on this tab sign up. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks. Now I'm going to click on sign in as I'm an existing user here. And here we have reached all applications page. Let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As we do that, here we have reached the dashboard. Again, on the right hand side, you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. Now here my objective is that every time a Mailchimp subscriber is created, then automatically the same user must be added as a new contact in Sendinblue. So I'm going to name it as add new Mailchimp subscribers as Sendinblue subscribers or contacts. Now as I click on create, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One is trigger, another one is action. Triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application will be Mailchimp. Let's click on this. And the trigger event here would be new subscriber. Now here we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect with Mailchimp. I'm going to copy this, and once done, we have to follow the following steps to set up this connection between Mailchimp and Pabbly Connect. What we have to do is we have to first go to Mailchimp. Then here you can find audience. As I click on this, you can see manage audience on the right hand side. Click on the drop down, then you will go to settings. Now here in settings, as you scroll down, here we have webhooks. Let's click on this and click on create new webhook. Now here, this webhook URL that you have received, I'm going to copy this, go back to Mailchimp and paste this over here. Now what kind of update do we want to send only when a subscriber is added? So I'm going to uncheck all these, and now for this only send updates when a change is made. So here we are also going to check on this via the API. Let's click on save. So once this is done, now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. And what we have to do here is we are supposed to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response, which basically means that I'm supposed to create a subscriber in Mailchimp. So going back to Mailchimp, let's go to sign up forms. I already have created a form here. Let's go to form builder. Now here I have already created this form with the column with the following fields: first name, last name, email address, mobile number and gender. So this is the link. I'm going to copy this link and open this in a new tab here. And now I'm going to fill this form. So let's say the first name here is dummy. The last name here is demo. Then we have the email address which is dummydemo@pabblytudes.com. Now we have the mobile number which is 9. So once we have filled in the mobile number, now the gender. Let's say it is a female. And now I'm going to click on subscribe. Let's confirm that I'm not a robot. Subscribe again, and as soon as I do that, here our subscription has been confirmed. Going back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the API response. Here it is. This here is the mobile number. Then we have the last name, gender, first name, email address, data list ID, and then at last we have the email address of the person once again. With this information, I want to create a contact in Sendinblue. So my action application here would be Sendinblue. Let's click on this. The action event here would be to create a contact. Let's click on connect. Now here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with Sendinblue account. I'm going to click on add new connection, and here we are looking for the API key. So first you have to log into your Sendinblue account. I have already done that, and once you have done that, you will go to the username, and here you can see SMTP and API. As I click on this, then here we have the API keys. I'm going to generate a new API key. Let's say the name here is new key 1. Let's click on generate, and as I do that, here the API key has been generated. I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect and paste this over here. So once done, let's click on save, and here Pabbly Connect is now connected with Sendinblue. Now we are supposed to map this information. So before I do that, I'm going to take you to Sendinblue. Let's put a cross here and go to contacts. Then on the left hand side you can see lists. Let's go to the list. So here I already have created a few lists. You can create a new list by clicking on add a new list tab. Now the name of my list is new list, and this is what I'm going to map here. You can see it has already been captured by the system. Just all the lists are there in the drop down. Next, here we have to enter the email address. So as I click on this, it is showing me the previous step, and this here is the email address of the person. Now this process with which I have entered the information is known as mapping. Now why is mapping important? So that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Because if I had written the same thing manually, then even when I had new information, it would have only taken the manually written data. So the new data wouldn't have been taken into consideration. That is why mapping is important. Now update enable status. So do you want to select the update status for email? So I have mentioned it as false. You can make it true as well. Blacklisted email and SMS blacklisted, I have mentioned as false. Now if you have to mention the blacklist readers and clickers, you can do this here. I'm going to just leave this blank for now. Next is the last name. So again I'm going to go to the previous step, and as I scroll down, so here you can see this is the last name. Then we have the first name. So here is the first name. Then we have the SMS, which means the mobile number of the person. So here is the mobile number, but this is without the country code. So please make sure that you enter the country code here, because this is a mandate. And now the double opt-in and opt-in. So I'm again going to leave this blank. Gender. So let's map it. Here it's this. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So as I do that, here you can see that we have received the API response according to which a subscriber must be created in Sendinblue. So now I'm going to take you to Sendinblue, and here I'm going to quickly refresh the page. As I do that, here we can see there are 4 contacts now, and dummy demo is the new contact that we had just created, and yes, here we have the details. So this is the name, and then we have the email address, first name, last name, SMS. So which basically means that as of now, our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to Mailchimp, and here I'm going to copy this once again, open this in a new tab here and fill in this form. Let's say the first name here is test, last name is user, then we have the email address, which is testuser@pabblytudes.com. Here we have the mobile number. So once we have returned the mobile number, then we have the gender. Here is the gender, and let's click on subscribe. So let's confirm that I'm not a robot. Let's click on subscribe once again, and yes, the subscription has been confirmed. And as soon as this happens, what should happen? Automatically this contact must be created as a subscriber in Sendinblue. Taking you back to Sendinblue, let's refresh this page. And here you can see test user, this particular contact has been created, which basically means that our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So this is an extremely easy 2-step integration process where our trigger application is Mailchimp and the event is new subscriber. Then our action application is Sendinblue, where the event is to create contact. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.